Okay, so my documentary is on my dog Coda, and we just recently adopted him. And he was originally a foster puppy, which we've been doing for a couple months now. And so we've had two other foster puppies, and then Coda had a brother named Ted. And my grandma actually adopted him, and they are one of like all these dogs that come up from the Navajo reservation are super loving, super caring, good like outside dogs, and they really just they challenge you because they're the breeds that are super bitey and full of energy, and you have to like exercise, play with them like constantly. So it's very challenging to try to help them get more trained and be in more control of themselves. So yeah, but Coda is a wonderful dog, and you'll see why.
My name is Kenny Hughes, and I'm Kylie's little sister. I decided to choose Coda because he was the biggest one out of all of them, and he was really cute and fluffy. I was very persistent in adopting him because he just had like a special connection with me and my entire family, and I just felt like we should adopt him since we haven't had a dog in a long time. And my favorite thing about him is that he's very fluffy and nice sometimes.
I'm Corbin Hughes, Kylie's father. We have fostered 4 puppies from the Res Dog Shelter. And the first 2 were great dogs, and we found good homes, which was very cool, the reason we're fostering. But the other 2 dogs, we ended up foster failing. My mom took one of the dogs, and we took the other one, Coda, and we took both of these dogs because they were just great puppies. You could tell, super sweet, family type dogs. And let's see, Coda, we just could tell he had a real big heart, and he just fit the mold for a great pup. And mainly that is the reason I was so persistent on keeping him, because he was has such a good heart, playful, just a great all-around dog, or at least what I look into is a great dog. And the best part is Coda gets to see his brother, because my mom has Ted, now named Petey, and just like Coda, it must be a great family bloodline, because they just made great dogs, and couldn't be happier.
Hi, my name is Krista Hughes. I'm Kylie Hughes' mom. We are here today to talk about the Res Dog reservation that we help rescue dogs for. It's a nonprofit organization that was founded in 2012 with just a handful of volunteers, and now has grown to over hundreds of volunteers spread across Colorado. The main priority is to rescue dogs from the Navajo Nation Four Corners area. That particular area has a lot of stray dogs, and especially unaltered dogs, so they're not neutered or spayed. And a lot of people on the reservation are poverty stricken, and COVID has been extremely difficult down there. So a lot of people, when they were sick with COVID or family members died, just released their dogs onto the reservation. Consequently, there are hundreds and hundreds of dogs and cats roaming the reservation, that some of them are ill, some of them are not taken care of, and then they're also not altered, and then the cycle continues again. After a few months, probably 4 months after COVID struck, for 4 months that we couldn't go down and rescue any of the animals because COVID struck the reservation really, really hard. They lost a lot of people down on the reservation, and they just didn't have access to ways to wash their hands or wear a mask. So we weren't allowed to access the reservation for 4 to 5 months. In the last year, Res Dog has rescued over 8,500 animals from the Navajo Nation and has successfully adopted out 4,000 dogs and 4,000 cats. We tend to keep dogs and cats that have behavioral problems, and sometimes they come up with big medical issues that take months and months to recover dogs from. Some dogs come up super sick, and basically, we take care of them through their end of life. The Navajo Nation shelter that we work with does not kill any animals, so we keep them all down there in the shelter. And then every other Friday, we have a Facebook group, and they post all of the animals and pictures that are available to be brought up to Denver. Consequently, no dog or cat can come up until a foster claims them. So through COVID, our family alone has fostered 4 puppies. We've adopted them all out except for one that we foster failed and kept, and that's Coda. And then our mother-in-law adopted the other sibling from Coda. We plan to do some more fostering, just kind of trying to get through end of school year and get our dog a little bit better trained and controlled before we would add another puppy to the mix. Some of the things that the foster reservation people do for us is that basically we rely on the community to help pay for everything. You can attach your Amazon account to Res Dog. You can attach your Target Cartwheel account to Res Dog. I myself alone have donated like over $1,500 worth of Target points to them. And basically that helps pay for all of the medications, the neutering, spaying, anytime an animal is sick. We've had to take animals to specific training due to certain issues like aggressiveness or biting. And all of that has to be paid for somehow. Obviously nobody works for free. So the community is a large part of where all of the funding comes from to pay for the animals.